My name is Batiste. I'm an 8th degree black belt and a director of WCRB Karate. Today, we're going to be looking at the white belt stance requirement. This is my assistant, 1st degree black belt, Andrea. First, we're going to be looking at the Cheerio position. Cheerio is rather easy to remember because it's pronounced like the cereal Cheerios. Cheerio means attention. Cheerio.
Concentrate, sir.
Notice that she actually said something. She said concentrate. Now, the white belts, because they're in the developmental stage of their practice, they have to understand how they get good. And one of those ways is to develop a high level of concentration. In the Cheerio position, the feet have to be splayed. So looking down, they'll be in the letter V. The fingers are going to be straight and on the sides of her body. Her chest is going to be out and her eyes are going to be forward. Now, what a lot of beginners do is they like to kind of allow their bodies the freedom of movement. But you don't want to do that because we are, in fact, trying to develop discipline by doing this. So we go to the Cheerio position. The next position is the parade rest. From the parade rest position, you notice that her feet are separated, chest is still out, eyes are forward, and then she puts her hands clasped behind her back. Now, we're going to show you that as she turns around. Cheerio.
Concentrate, sir.
Okay, turn around, please. Parade rest. Separating the feet, and she puts one hand firmly in the other hand. Cheerio.
Concentrate, sir.
Turn around. Now, the June B position. Ready? On the June B position, notice that she's going to make an X, separate her feet, and bring her fist down in front of her. Her feet are going to be separated about shoulder width apart. Her elbows are going to be slightly bent, and there'll be about a 6-inch space between the fists. This is the June B position. The next stance requirement is the front stance. The front stance is called so because the weight is predominantly on the front leg. Now, her front foot is already in the position it's going to be in, so she does not have to move that. So is her body. There should be no turning when she slides back. Mentally, she's going to be thinking that she's on a railroad track, and she's going to slide her right foot straight back. A common mistake for white belts is to crisscross on the way back or forward. So they move from here to here. This is incorrect. Notice how my body is turning sideways. This is incorrect. And notice Andrea's body is completely forward. Her feet have remained shoulder width apart. Her front leg is bent to support the weight of her body. And her back leg is straight. The front stance, by the way, is invented for pushing. So that if someone were to give you a push, then you could support that action by going to a front stance. Okay, go back to June B, please.
Discipline, sir.
The next position is the horseback riding stance. To do that, she simply separates her feet. Now, you notice in the horseback position that her toes are going towards the front of the room. So toes point towards the front of the room. The body is straight. Her knees, though bent, are actually being forced out so that she's not allowing her knees to drop in like this. They're actually being forced out. Now, from this position, by turning either foot, let's have her turn her left foot toes to that wall. Now she's actually slid into what we call a back stance. Go back to the June B, please.
Discipline, sir.
In order to get to the back stance from a standing position, here's how we teach it. She's going to put both of her toes, front toes together. So the front toes touch. Then she's going to take her right toe and turn it towards the right. This makes a right angle. And in the back stance, the feet have to remain in this position. She then takes her right foot, slides it back a little bit beyond shoulder width. Knees are bent and forced out. Again, a common error for white belts is to allow the back knee to fold in like this. This is incorrect. So she wants the knee to be out like this. Body's going to be sideways. The right foot toes are pointing to the wall, and the front foot actually did not move. It just bent down. So, June B.
Discipline, sir.
Those are the white belt stance requirement for testing.